Good morning, YouTube. Today we have a Toshiba Satellite E45W that has a bad hard drive. We'll go ahead and power it on here, and you will see the very common no bootable device found. So remember where the power button is on this one. Let's see there it is. So you see it come on with the Toshiba, and it normally doesn't do that, but I think it's actually hitting the key is its problem. So, as you see, it says no bootable device found, so we're going to power this down. And we are going to switch out the hard drive in this little guy. We have here a Toshiba 500 gigabyte hard drive that has already been preloaded for the customer. And first thing we're going to do is remove all these face screws. And as you can see here, we have a magnetic mat that we are going to place every screw on so we know exactly where they came out of and how they go back in. This is a fairly simple little job. Should be a fairly quick swap out, and especially since we've already went and preloaded Windows 10. We will put the new hard drive in, and Windows 10 will pull the key from the BIOS, and this will be ready for the customer to pick up later today. So, this model here, it's not as important to keep track of where all of the screws go, as all these screws are the same length, same width. Other models, it is very important that you find the exact spot they go. The one thing we did note on this model, and we might be able to show you here, is that there are two magnets that help hold the lid shut and tell you when you're in tablet mode. And they are very strong little magnets. And you'll see it right here. And there's one right here. And one over in here. So they can grab your screws and make it a lot more difficult to get them to come up out of there. And this one isn't going to want to come up, so we will just get him out as we take off the bottom. First thing we're going to do is use our opening tool here, and we are going to try and get us a little bit of a start so that we can get our plastic tool in there. We don't like using metal tools with plastic, but sometimes the crack is so thin we have to. As soon as we get it started, we switch over to our little plastic pick here. And just run it along, releasing all these little clips. And again, we have a soft anti-static cloth that we put down there. It protects the laptop from any scratches it might get while sliding around. And hopefully we keep this all on camera here for you. Pretty easy right now. Now once we get to this point, we just kind of wiggle it loose and everything will pop loose. Set that aside. And here is our hard drive. It's not held in by anything, so you can just lift it right up and out. Unplug it. Now if you're doing this here just peels right off. Pretty simple. The one we have, if you have a bunch of these, we are just going to have this ready to go. And like I said, this is all pre-set up. You can see it's a Toshiba here. The one we took out was not a Toshiba, I just noticed, but we are putting a Toshiba one back in it. it fits right back into place. While we're here, looks like the memory has some cover over it. This is your two sticks of memory here. Here's your network card, your fan, your battery. So if you need to replace any of those, again, simple little repairs on them. You're going to put this back on. We're going to snap it all back into place. Always a good time to remind people to like and subscribe on our videos. We do all kinds of repairs on laptops, on mobile devices. They are normally done live. I don't think we have any videos up that weren't done live. I think we even have a video tour of our shop that we have up there still. So if you're wanting to know what a IT repair shop looks like, we have ours up there. We always welcome comments and questions in the comments area, and we will help you the best we can. And a lot of times when we do hard drive replacements, we do already have the hard drive completely set up. The person brings their laptop off and drops it off here early in the morning. We swap them out, and a couple hours later, their laptop is done and ready for them. And you know one thing I forgot to watch for, and that was that one screw that stayed in there, so I am going to have to go to our drawer and pull out a screw to replace that one, because I don't see it laying around here. Might even review our video and see if I can see where it went to, but most likely not. But that is replacing the hard drive in a Toshiba Satellite E45W. And now let's go ahead and open it up. Hit the power button, and you can see the little spin for Windows 10. We aren't going to go too much farther just for customer privacy. We will show the windows come up. There's the mouse,